guys, welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know that this is for movies 4 through 6. So if you wanted to see movies 1 through 3, I released that last week and you can go check it out on my channel. And if you want to see movies 7 through 9, that'll be released next week and I'm super excited for it. Again, please be respectful of my and other opinions in the comments, and I hope you all have a great time watching the video.
Star Wars: A New Hope, Episode 4. I know what it's called, it's fine. I did skip Rogue One. I kind of mentioned that. I said I was only doing 1 through 9. I have already seen Rogue One a while ago, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. If you guys want to see it in a different video, I'm very happy to do it. I remember enjoying that movie, and I'd love to watch, like, Han Solo and stuff like that. I like this movie a lot. My initial rating of this movie, I think it was an 8 out of 10? 7 out of 10, really? My initial rating of this movie was 7 out of 10, but that is going to be changed by the end of this. I think for this one I was, like, pretty neutral, but, like, the more I think back on it, the more I enjoyed it. I love C-3PO. I'm gonna put that out there. I think he's so funny, and he's so cynical, and it's I don't know. He's just, him and R2-D2 are, like, my favorite. But I did like this movie a lot. After watching the third movie and going into the fourth movie, which is a very different, I don't know, like, energy, different vibe, it was kind of, like, jarring for me. And so I think at the time I didn't think of it as, like, as great as it was. But again, the more I think about it, like, I just had a lot of fun with this movie. I didn't actually have that much to say about this movie, to be honest. Not because it wasn't good, it was just because I was spending a lot more time enjoying it and a lot less time making comments on it. But I did like the movie. Like, this movie, it was really well made, especially for the time period it was made in. I do remember what year it was. The CGI change was a little weird, but it didn't bother me at all. And I did really like this movie. Again, the world building was fantastic. The soundtrack was iconic. A lot of the scenes were really iconic and really good, and I really liked them. I will say, technically, I have seen this movie. It was probably when I was 6, and I don't remember it at all. Maybe not even 6. Maybe not even 6. I don't remember it in the slightest. I knew of scenes that happened, but it was more from, like, clips I'd seen and Lego Star Wars. So you could say I've technically already seen this movie, but in all honesty, have I? Is the real question. So that was my thoughts on that movie. Oh, actually, I forgot about this. The entirety of them, like, trying to destroy the Death Star, that was a really interesting scene. I thought the idea of them, like, introducing all these people and all these people immediately dying was really sad, but it was, like, an interesting way to set it up. Obviously, the Falcon is iconic. Millennial Falcon, that's what it's called. Millennium Falcon? What am I saying? The Falcon is really cool. I like Han Solo. I think he's a good character. I'm usually not one for, like, the snarky characters and stuff like that, but I actually did really enjoy him. I think Harrison Ford did a great job portraying him. I agree with everyone who agrees with that. All the characters in this movie are just iconic, and I haven't even seen Star Wars, so I like this movie a lot. I had a lot of fun watching it. And yeah, that's my comments. My new rating on this movie is probably an 8 out of 10. Like I said, it was really good. I think the original trilogy was probably my top 3 favorite movies, which I know, like, a lot of people like the original trilogy better than the prequels and the sequels because that was, like, what they grew up with and stuff. I know a lot of people criticized the prequels and the sequels for a lot of different things, and honestly, the original trilogy, like, it was my favorite, so I don't know what that means to anyone, but that's what it is. That's how it goes. Yep. Moving on to episode 5. A lot of these I texted commentary to my brother while I was watching them. I did not for this one, so I don't remember this one as well, and I have to go look up what was happening in this movie. I know a lot of people have 5 as their favorite. I did enjoy this movie a lot. I did not enjoy it as much as I enjoyed certain other ones. We're getting to my favorite one soon. but I did enjoy the movie. It was a good movie. Star Wars 5 and Empire Strikes Back. My original rating for this movie was a 9 out of 10. I know this is a lot of people's favorite movie. It wasn't my favorite movie. I liked it a lot, obviously, because I gave it a 9 out of 10. But it wasn't like my favorite. We're almost there. I did enjoy this movie a lot, though. It was really fun. I don't have as many specific comments on this movie because I don't remember what happened in it as much. I really like Lando. I remember that much. I thought Lando and Han Solo were really cool, and I thought the plot and the concept and idea were really good. The face-off between Luke and Darth Vader was good. Like, it was just a well put together movie. I honestly don't have I thought it was really good. Like I said, I like Lando a lot. I love Yoda. Was that the fourth movie or the fifth movie? I don't remember, but either way, I just really like Yoda. I think he's sick. Super cool. And like those are my main thoughts, honestly. This movie again was another one I kind of sat there and enjoyed it. Um Obviously like the whole what's it called? Like the freeze thing? I'm not doing good at Star Wars terms right now. The whole freeze thing, I think is an interesting concept. I knew it was a thing mostly because I don't know, when I was younger, I feel like I saw a lot of things that were like, could you actually do this in real life? Which the answer is no, by the way, in case you didn't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about this movie, but I did really enjoy it. It was really well done. Obviously, the dialogue's like way better in these movies. I love like Vader's whole thing. I think it's like a really good like villain character. I think Luke's a really good protagonist, and again, I just find it good and interesting, and I loved it. I There was a lot of really cool like details because I was watching it with my brother and my cousin, who was the other person who came with us to the convention. They knew a lot of these like fun facts about it that I don't remember now, but I remember watching the movie and being like, "That's super cool." Yeah, that's my general thoughts on five. Sorry if that was a little disappointing. I really didn't give that much. Like, just the dynamics in this movie were really interesting. Yeah, overall, good. The whole scene where he like is stuck in the cave was really well done, and like stuck in the cave and like out in the thing. The snow looked really fake, but you know we forgive it because my rating after a while of after watching five is still 9 out of 10. I just really like this movie. Star Wars 6, aka my favorite Star Wars. I don't know what it's even called. I'm not good at the titles. Hey, Star Wars 6, Return of the Jedi. Also my favorite movie. Okay, Star Wars 6, my favorite movie. My initial rating of this movie is 10 out of 10. Like I said, I really liked it. Um, I thought it was an interesting just plot in general. It was a really interesting dynamic. I mentioned earlier I had texted my brother that I really wanted a Vader redemption arc, and we got it in this movie. I literally was like cheering. I was really happy. I really wanted it. I thought it would make this story a lot more interesting. Again, I'm always gonna say the soundtrack is iconic. It's just built that way. It's just iconic. I love this movie so much. The dynamics, I keep saying that word. It's just interesting to me. I don't know. That's my take on it. I I watched this movie and I woke up the next day and said, I really want to watch that movie again. I didn't, granted, but I did really want to watch it again. I and I want to rewatch a lot of movies, but it's still decently rare for me to want to rewatch one immediately and not for something to have to trigger it. I genuinely finished this movie and I was really excited. I mean, obviously it's the end of the trilogy and that's kind of sad. Like then you don't get that like whole like vibe anymore. But like I said, I thought it was a really good movie. Um, like Han Solo's back, which was really good. Them like kind of bringing everything together. Um, the costume design in this movie also was fantastic. it was just a good movie. I don't have comments about many comments about this one either, and it was my favorite one. So if that tells you anything, I just really enjoyed it. I guess I will say the dialogue was so fantastic in this movie. It was way better than some of the other ones have been. And I really liked Han Solo in this movie. So I said I liked Han Solo in the beginning. There were some of the movies where I was like, okay, like he wasn't my favorite, but in this movie I really liked Han Solo. He did a really good job, and I just yeah, I thought it was a good like way of wrapping up this trilogy had it never continued. Um, I was told there were like CGI add-ins later, and they like added things in and like reshot stuff and stuff like that, and those were pointed out to me. I thought that was really cool. Also in the fifth and fourth, but this one was the one where I noticed it the most. The whole scene at the end with all like the ghosts was cool. I don't know. I just like this movie a lot. Um, I genuinely have nothing I disliked about this movie, or five really, that I remember. Obviously, I wasn't like I don't remember the comments I made while watching this movie, so there could have been things I disliked, but I don't remember them, so they're irrelevant. Oh, my end rating for six was also 10 out of 10. I would make it more if I could. And it's I guess it's my rule, so it is more. It's like 1,000 out of 10. And if as long as it's more, then I guess five is like a 90, but 900. What am I saying?
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just gonna re-emphasize again, if you want to watch 1 through 3, my review on them, I will put that link in the corner and in the description. And if you want to watch 7 through 9, those will be coming out next week. If they are already out, I will put them in the corner and in the description as well. Again, please be respectful to mine and others' opinions in the comments. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.